Chapter 7. I drop a little man on his head. Honestly, Carter is so thick sometimes, I can't believe we're related. I mean, when someone says I forbid it, that's a good sign that it's worth doing. I made for the library straight away. Hold on, Carter cried. You can't just... Brother dear, I said, did your soul leave your body again while Amos was talking, or did you actually hear him? Egyptian gods, real. Red Lord, bad. Red Lord's birthday, very soon, very bad. House of Life, fussy old magicians who hate our family because Dad was a bit of a rebel, whom, by the way, you could take a lesson from, which leaves us, just us, with Dad missing, an evil god about to destroy the world, and an uncle who just jumped off the building. And I can't actually blame him. It took a breath. Yes, Carter, I do have to breathe occasionally. Am I missing anything? Oh yes, I also have a brother who's supposedly quite powerful from an ancient bloodline, blah blah blah, etc., but is too afraid to visit a library. Now, coming or not? Carter blinked as if I'd just hit him, which I suppose I had in a way. He faltered, I just think we should be careful. I realized the poor boy was quite scared, which I couldn't hold against him, but it did startle me. Carter was my big brother after all, older, more sophisticated, the one who traveled the world with Dad. Big brothers are the ones who are supposed to pull their punches. Little sisters, well, should be able to hit as hard as we like, shouldn't we? But I realized that possibly, just possibly, I'd been a bit harsh with him. Look, I said, we need to help Dad, yes? There's got to be some powerful stuff in that library, otherwise Amos wouldn't have locked it up. You do want to help Dad? Carter shifted uncomfortably. Yeah, of course. Well, that was one problem sorted, so we headed for the library. But as soon as Khufu saw what we were up to, he scrambled off the sofa with his basketball and jumped in front of the library doors. Who knew baboons were so speedy? He barked at us, and I have to say baboons have enormous fangs, and they're not any prettier when they've been chewing up exotic pink birds. Carter tried to reason with him. Khufu, we're not going to steal anything. We just want... Huh? Huh? Khufu dribbled his basketball angrily. Carter, I said, you're not helping. Look here, Khufu. I have... Ta-da! I held up a little yellow box of cereal that I'd taken from the buffet table. Cheerios! Ends with an O. Yumsies! Khufu grunted, more excited now than angry. Want it? I coaxed. Just take it to the couch and pretend you didn't see us, yes? I threw the cereal towards the couch, and the baboon lunged after it. He grabbed the box in mid-air and was so excited he ran straight up the wall and sat in the fireplace mantel, where he began gingerly picking out the Cheerios and eating them one at a time. Carter looked at me with grudging admiration. How did you... Some of us think ahead. Now let's open these doors. That was not so easily done. They were made of thick wood laced with giant steel chains and padlocked. Complete overkill. Carter stepped forward. He tried to raise the doors by lifting his hand, which had been quite impressive enough the night before. Now only accomplished nothing. He shook the chains the old-fashioned way, then yanked on the padlocks. No good, he said. Ice needles tingled in the back of my neck. It was almost as if someone, or something, was whispering an idea in my head. What was that word that Amos used at the breakfast with his saucer? For join? Carter said. Hi Nahim, or something. No, the other one, for destroy. Hadi. But you'd need to know magic and have hieroglyphics, wouldn't you? And even then, I raised my hand towards the door. I pointed with 2 fingers and my thumb, an odd gesture that I'd never made before, like a make-believe gun, except for the thumb was parallel to the ground. Hi-dee! Bright gold hieroglyphics burned against the largest padlock, and the doors exploded. Carter hit the floor as the chains shattered and splinters flew all across the great room. When the dust cleared, Carter got up, covered in wood shavings. I seemed to be fine. Muffin circled my feet, meowing contentedly, as if this was all very normal.